Welcome. This is Las Catrinas Alegres de Aztlán exhibit. And this is
Una Plática.
Una plática.
Es una plática.
Say plática.
Una plática.
Una Plática.
Good morning, my name is Edna Lugo. This is one of my pieces. This piece, the name of this piece is La Catrina Queretana. It's inspired on my homeland state in Querétaro. What you can see here is one of the traditional dolls in Querétaro, La Muñeca Lele. On the bottom of the dress, you can also see the archduke. It's one of the symbols of the city. You can also see some butterflies that represent the souls. This piece is also wearing, this is a handmade rebozo from San Luis Potosí. The blouse that you see here is from Puebla, and this is one of my pieces of jewelry. This is Frida and the Xoloescuincles. The Xoloescuincles is one of the symbols of death in Mexico. This dress is a representation of Mictlán. This dress is basically featuring all the Xoloescuincles, nopales, the hummingbirds and butterflies. The hummingbirds in the mythology represent the messengers from the souls, and the butterflies is the soul itself. This one is one of the most traditional huipiles from Querétaro. It's all handmade. The piece that she's wearing also, the hat is designed by Rosibella Gastelum. I'm going to try to do something to show you the dress. In the dress, the hat is displaying also the nopales and the Xoloescuincles, along with butterflies and flowers. The name of this dress is the blue Catrina, La Catrina Azul. These Catrinas represent part of the La Talavera de Puebla. You can see that's the reason of the blue skeleton, also with the red head. The red heart is also part of the San Miguel de Allende culture, two of my favorite places. Also, this dress is displaying one of the rebozo, also from San Luis Potosí. The blouse is from Oaxaca, and the headpiece is made by Rosibella. She's an amazing hat designer, so she's coming along with this blue Catrina too. The piece that she's wearing is also part of the collection of Day of the Dead, the sculpt, and is accompanied with the hummingbirds and the flowers as a symbol of the Day of the Dead.
Mi nombre es Leticia González, soy artista plástica independiente, soy de Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas. Hace un año y medio me vine a vivir aquí a San Antonio, así es de que estoy empezando con mi arte. Bueno, este vestido está inspirado más que todo en una ofrenda que le hacemos a nuestros muertos para seguir nuestras bellas tradiciones de México. Le puse rosas pues para ayudarles a seguir el camino hacia la Virgen, ¿verdad? A Dios. Creo que hay que seguir nuestras tradiciones y la verdad me siento muy orgullosa de poder colaborar esto, y gracias a mi amiga Edna, que me está involucrando un poco más aquí en el arte. Agradezco mucho su invitación.
Amalia Palacios. Today I'm going to show you my dress. This is designed based on my inspiration on the monarch butterflies. They live through the north of America, from Canada, then the United States, and in winter they go to Mexico. Here in Mexico, they stay in the Oyamel forest, where they rest during the winter time. So around the months of October and November, their flight comes close to the Day of the Dead, which is November the 2nd. So this is a beautiful butterfly that reminds us of the souls that are coming to visit us during the altars. Este vestido está inspirado en la mariposa monarca. Ellas hacen su viaje desde el norte de Canadá hasta el bosque de Oyamel en México, que está ubicado en el estado de Michoacán. Cuando llegan allí es alrededor del fin del mes de octubre y de noviembre, cuando nosotros celebramos el Día de los Muertos. El viaje de la mariposa monarca es una demostración de tenacidad y fuerza, lo que nos une a esta tradición. Y en este vestido yo hice más de 200 mariposas con tela de diferentes colores. Después las recorté y las apliqué al vestido para que hicieran ese revoloteo que muestran las mariposas monarca. Espero que disfruten esta presentación.
Hello, my name is Angelica Gomez Mayorga. I am the artist of the skirt that you see here. The title is La San Juan, con mis hijos honrando mis antepasados. And it's basically talking about La Virgen de San Juan. It's the altar. I picked San Juan because my middle name is Juanita. I was named after La Virgen de San Juan. And I always put a couple of birds, usually mockingbirds, to symbolize my children, my two boys. And then I put hummingbirds to represent my ancestors, and a little altar underneath to symbolize and celebrate Day of the Dead.
My name is Celeste de Luna, and this is my piece called Traje de Coatlicue, and it's about serpents and the idea of transformation and resilience. The Coatlicue state is a concept that was written about by the writer, feminist, and Chicana, and from the Valley, Gloria Anzaldúa, and it's about this idea of conflicting identities and going through a transformation, and then bringing all of those conflicting identities, integrating them all together. And so I was inspired by the myth of Coatlicue and the idea of the snake itself. I've had many encounters with snakes, if you can, living in like more in the rancho, in the monte, and so I wanted to create something like that. I used printmaking, relief prints, wood cuts, and I put the cloth together after I printed on the fabric. And it's a more traditional method, but I really like it, and I really appreciate being invited to the show.
My name is Ludivina Smith. I'm a visual artist here in San Antonio. This is called the Peacock on Flight. And this was created as a creation of my imagination. So I decided I was gonna want something 3D. I wanted to have the dress, but I wanted the feathers like they were like floating above the dress. So I utilized a crinoline, and I got wire, and with the wire I loop piece of pantyhose, and I hand painted them to symbolize the feathers. I added some sparkly tulle to the feathers, and something that mimics the peacock plumage, the feathers, and I anchor them to the crinoline. And around the whole base of the crinoline, and then on top, I just continue adding, and I added more tulle. And in the front, I decided I wanted to have some black flowers. And this, I created then something to accentuate more of the peacock, which is this corset. And I added like accents, so all these sparkling gems to make it more like pop. And I found these feathers to cover the top. And I work in also creating the headpiece, because I wanted a piece that went well with the whole theme of the peacock. That shows how beautiful and how rich he looks, you know. And I added a whole bunch of feathers. And my inspiration for the peacock is always like how beautiful, how grandiose, how it looks when the feathers just fluff off. It looks so regal. And in the Mesoamerican cultures, they symbolize richness, they symbolize nurturing, they symbolize Okay. Symbolizes the richness and how, like the rich people used to have it as so expensive, like dresses, and then people they were using for the shamans use the feathers to heal people. And so I decided to create this dress and bring it 3D. The back is also like drapes. And I love animals with wings. What can I say? Like little creatures with wings. That's why I created the feathers like this way.
Mi nombre es Mónica de la Cruz Walker. I am the artist of this piece, and it's called Compañía. In the Aztecs used to believe that this dog, the Xolotzcuincle, was a guide in your afterlife. You would have one. He was your companion. Then he would go to the underworld, and then when you would die, he would guide you over the water. The Aztecs also believe, because dogs are called squinkles, the god Xolotl made man out of a bone. And then he decided man was lonely. And instead of making Eve, he made them dogs out of the same bones. So this dog is very connected. Now this dog is our companion into Mictlán. And we're celebrating the people coming over from Mictlán to see us. But eventually we will have to go to Mictlán. And so we have this dog to help guide us.
Hello, my name is Rosibella again. This is my dress, and I make this dress because Day of the Dead symbolizes a lot of colors for all the people that's coming back to see us, especially our families. So the hat is my main forte, and this hat is called the altars. And the altar is in memory of my grandfather, Jesus Valdez. And he was my hero, and he still is my hero. He was gone in 1979, but he's still in my altar every year, especially with the candy. He used to wait for us. When we rode the train, he waited for us, and he always gave us paletitas de payaso, the little clown, popsicles. So all this is in memory of my grandfather. So for you, los altares, ese sombrero simboliza, es dedicado a mi abuelo. Mi abuelo Jesús Valdés, él siempre con sus dulcecitos que nos esperaba cuando veníamos en el tren, y por esa razón yo puse en el altar todos estos dulces y todo lo que veía yo en la casa de él. Siempre había dulces para tirar para arriba. Los pequeños, los altares, son algunos de mi familia, de mi papá, que ya se fueron todos. En el lado aquel, para mi esposo. Y este altar es dedicado para mi abuelo Jesús. Muchísimas gracias.
Hello, my name is Rosibella Gastelum. I'm a designer, and my inspiration today for Day of the Dead, it starts with this beautiful dress. And of course, we cannot miss the butterflies. The butterflies symbolizes our people that are coming back to us and remember of their souls. The cempasúchil is another beautiful flower that guide them to us when they come and visit us on Day of the Dead. My piece for the headpiece, I love also the peacock because it symbolizes such a happiness, and this is a moment of remembering all of our souls, and that's why I decided to put our beautiful peacock feathers. Of course, cempasúchil, las mariposas, que también son las guías, vienen desde Canadá, Estados Unidos y a México, y van todas a Michoacán. Aquí está mi presentación, Rosibella Gastelum, y soy diseñadora, también hago las piezas estas, hago los vestidos, y para ustedes con mucho cariño. Con mucho cariño les enseño esta pieza bellísima, muy sencilla, que está representando un vestido del Día de los Muertos, que son las mariposas monarcas, el cempasúchil, y es algo muy, muy simple, pero pensé que sería muy bonita adición para este día. La parte de arriba, que son también unas plumas bellísimas del pavo real. El pavo real para mí significa
mucha alegría cuando se abren y es cuando, como yo me siento en el Día de los Muertos, que vienen, nos visitan a nosotros. También, de nuevo, el cempasúchil, las mariposas y la máscara para el Día de los Muertos. Muchísimas gracias, Rosibela Gastelum, diseñadora. Gracias.